YouTube, what's going on? It's Juangotti here with another Washington football team video, and in today's video I'm coming on here to answer the question: do the Washington football team have a chance versus the Kansas City Chiefs? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case our Washington football team. Let's get straight into today's video. So to keep my answers short and sweet, no, we don't have a chance versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you honestly think we have a chance versus the Kansas City Chiefs, God bless your heart. Because, man, I'm just trying to save you the stress, the frustration, the sadness that we're about to embark this Sunday. Because I would very much rather face a 5-0, 4-1 Kansas City Chiefs team than face a 2-3 Kansas City Chiefs team that just got embarrassed on primetime football at home to the Buffalo Bills. Now, you could say, well, the Buffalo Bills are really, really good. They did that to Kansas City, and then they did that to us in week 3. Yeah, that's true, but Kansas City know they shouldn't be 2-3. Kansas City know they're way better than what they are. And anytime so far this season they need to get back on track, all they have to do is face an NFC East team, and they're going to beat us by 40. They're going to beat us by 40. No, they didn't beat Philly by 30, 20. I mean, throughout the game, it was really not close, but towards the end, Philly tried to make it close. So we really know what that game was like. The end score wasn't by 20 or 30, but it really felt like that throughout the game if you watched that game, because Kansas City was pretty much in control that whole entire game. But not back to us. No, we don't have a chance. And again, I'm just trying to save you guys the sadness, the frustration that you real guys are going to face this Sunday, because we're diehard fans here, but it's just like we gotta be real, you know what I'm saying? Just like at this point, we've seen this movie a million times. We're numb to it. You know, it's nothing new. It's just like, oh, we've seen this before with this team, so we already know what to expect. It's no reason to get our hopes up. Are we going to be rooting for our team come 105 Sunday on CBS? Yes, we are. We're not going to root against the team, but we're just sitting here being honest. We got to be real with ourselves. And if you're not, this is my job for this specific video, is to just get you to realize we don't have a chance this Sunday. You know, do I want to see us win? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I not want to see us win? But we don't have a chance, man. A pissed off Kansas City team that just got embarrassed, and the way we're playing, especially on the defensive end, you really don't think Tyreek Hill's about to have 200 yards, 2 touchdowns? Patrick Mahomes not about to throw for 500 yards, 5, 6, maybe 7 touchdowns on this defense? That's how bad it's been. You don't think Travis Kelce's about to do us in? We can't cover tight ends to save our lives. You know, the only way Washington truly has a chance this game is if we could have a shootout with the Chiefs. And do I really trust Taylor Heinicke to shoot it out with a league MVP, Patrick Mahomes? Let that sink in. Do you really think Taylor Heinicke could duel it out with Patrick Mahomes? I don't. As much as I love Taylor Heinicke, as much as I wish he would be able to duel it out, and much as I hope he's able to duel it out with Patrick Mahomes, because that's the only way we're going to win, based off of our previous performances on the defensive end, allowing Jameis Winston to throw 4 touchdowns, even though those were Mickey Mouse touchdowns in my opinion, allowing Matt Ryan to do us in, allowing Josh Allen to do us in. You know it's bad when Josh Allen was had a hat on around 5 minutes, 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, because they took him out the game, and for Mitchell Trubisky because he was done. Week 2, Daniel Jones did us in with his legs and with his arms. Week 1, Justin Herbert, even though they only scored 16 points, he did us in for real. So we see the pattern here with the way this defense has been playing. I have no faith that they're going to be able to stop Kansas City's passing attack. Maybe we get a break with Travis Kelce possibly being out, because I think he sustained a concussion last week. They already put Clyde Edwards-Helaire on injured reserve, but I'm still nervous. We allowed Marquise Callaway to do us in. We allowed Deontay Harris to do us in. So it ain't like, oh, all we got to do is focus on Tyreek Hill, because, I mean, essentially with good teams, that's probably the case. But we have a tendency of allowing unknown, not really good receivers to do us in. So if you think Marquise Callaway was bad, try DeMarcus Robinson. try Byron Pringle. You know what I'm saying? These guys aren't no names, but they are better than you know, they're not elite threats, but they're better than a Marquise Callaway or Deontay Harris. So hey man, I want to hope for a different result, but I just don't see any way we can get it done. I really hope, you know, I'm wrong. I really hope this week has lit a fire under the team, you know, with all the off-field issues. You know, for somehow Washington's name has found its way into John Gruden's mess. You know, Ron Rivera not being able to handle the DC media. We already know the issue going on with Ryan Vermillion. So hopefully this could light a fire under Washington and we can get it together. But who am I kidding? Do you really believe Washington's going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes? Again, the only way I see this, and we're going to talk more about it, you know, later in the week when I do my preview video, but the only way I see us possibly having a chance again is if Taylor Heineke can have a shootout with Patrick Mahomes. Because when you look at that Chiefs defense, it's not that good. It's not that good, especially that back end. You know, they got Frank Clark, they got Chris Jones, and I don't think he's playing. He may be back this week, but he didn't play last week, that being Chris Jones. Other than that, they don't really have any threats as far as pass rushers. You know, that secondary outside of Tyrann Mathieu and maybe L'Jarius Sneed isn't really, you know, it doesn't scare me. You know, Andre Sendejo or Juan Thornhill is their other safety. Their defense is not that good at all. Again, but I don't trust, basically off of what Taylor Heineke did last week, his arm, it just doesn't, I don't trust him because of his arm. It would be different if Taylor Heineke had a weak arm and he was able to anticipate better, but he can't do that. You got to understand. And this goes to one thing plus about Ryan Fitzpatrick, and this could be because he's a veteran and whatnot. And trust me, no, I don't want Ryan Fitzpatrick back. I'm still riding with Taylor Heineke. I still want to see him succeed, and hopefully he can pull up the upset of the century here. But one thing about Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he said this when he first came, is he throws the ball where the receiver's supposed to be, or where he expects the receivers to be, right? Taylor Heineke, that's something he has to do because he doesn't have a strong arm. And that's one thing that he fails to realize, is he thinks he can make the strong throw, but he can't. He can't. He doesn't have Brady, Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Wilson, Kyler Murray. He doesn't have those kind of arms. You know what I'm saying? He has to realize that. And not to take any credit away from Marshawn Lattimore, because he did a good job against Terry, but some of those balls were behind Terry. Some of those balls were catchable balls, but Terry had to jump over somebody's head or come back. The ball is never out in front of Terry where he could just catch it in stride and run. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I want to hope for an upset, and I'm going to pray for an upset, and I'm going to be there Sunday streaming the game, of course, because I'm going to be rooting for my team. But I just wanted to come on here to prepare you guys what we're about to embark on this Sunday. It is not going to be pretty. Again, I would very much rather face a 5-0 Kansas City team with the possibility of an upset than face a 2-3 pissed off Kansas City team after getting embarrassed on Sunday Night Football by the Bills. We're done, bro. We're literally done. We're losing by 30, bro. We're losing by 30. And if you don't think we're losing this game, give me one reason why you don't think so. And I want a legitimate reason. I don't want it to be I'm just a diehard fan and I'm always gonna ride for my team, because we all are. You know what I'm saying? I want a real reason. And don't be in the comment section and say, "Oh, Juan, you're a fake fan," blah blah blah. Let's be real here, man. Let's take off of the, bias, the Washington football team fan goggles for a second and put on your real goggles. Put on being a realist for a second goggles. And look at this game and tell me if you really think the 31 ranked or 31st ranked defense is going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes. Come on, man. Let's be real here for a second. But the only way that another reason that I could say a good thing that Buffalo did to stop Patrick Mahomes was they had pressure in his face all day. They weren't really allowing him to get comfortable. But the biggest thing that they did is, and that we're struggling at right now, is their secondary was just really, really good. They have, if not the best, one of the best safety tandems in the NFL in Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. We don't have that. They have one of the best corners that is criminally underrated in Tre'Davious White. We don't have that. So that's really what they did to really stop Patrick Mahomes. Was they got pressure on him, but that secondary really just played lights out, man. Jordan Poyer, again, Micah Hyde with his veteran, his veteran leadership there, and just his overall good play on the field. Buffalo is just a hell of a team, and you can't look at that game and try to say, "Oh, this is what we can do." And this is what we should do to possibly win, because we don't have what Buffalo has on offense and defense. So we'll see, man. But I just want to come on here quickly to tell you guys, don't get your hopes up. I'm going to be praying for a win and possibly an upset, but let's just be real here, and let's just all expect the worst and hope for the best. As always, it's me, boy Juangotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to Washington football team. Don't forget, I will be streaming the game this Sunday, and I will have my preview video out later this week. So as always, it's me and boy Juangotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington football team. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you popped. Get you popped.